Okay, I did a video yesterday. It was on bullying, but I didn't really touch on some subjects, and those subjects basically are the fact that you young people don't really see behind the scenes of what's really going on. So that what I actually see regarding the whole thing with social media, a lot of people may not be actually aware, even adults, that people buy views. People buy views, followers, you name it, you can buy it. And some people do. So for those of you that are putting a Facebook post out, or a YouTube video, or an Instagram feed, or a Twitter, and you're thinking to yourself like, oh, but such and such has got like over like 50 views, or 500 views, or 5,000 views, 100 retweets, you know? But actually those views are not real, it's fake. And we do live in a fake world, you know? And for people that are being bullied, well, actually children, for you if you're being bullied, like, for me, what I would like to say to you is like, you are not alone. You're not the only one who's out there getting bullied. And it's like, really, there are people out there that are putting stuff in place to support you in regards to you being bullied, so that it just gets prevented, and future people or children that are being bullied, there's systems in place to stop you from being bullied, and for them to pick up on it from the signs, you know, from the way you behave and all that. And for those of you that are bullies, would you like someone to do what you're doing to who you're bullying? Or what the accent and stuff and what the names and you're calling the person? Is that really, you know, the best way to put this is like, would you like a family member of your own to go through what you're putting your victim through, you know? And this is only a light subject on the matter of this. What I wanted to talk about was, once I catch my breath, definitely need to go to the gym. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that a lot of people, including myself, put a lot of time into working, but you don't actually put any time into you. You don't do for yourself overtime, you know? Now, you can be easily replaced. No matter what job you're doing, most jobs, you can easily be replaced. You're replaceable. So, while you're there killing yourself over a 9 to 5, whether you're on the street, sweeping the street, or in front of a computer, crunching numbers, processing whatever you're doing, food, cooking, whatever type of work you're doing, chefs do a lot of overtime. I mean, I've worked as a chef, and I remember going in around about 6 a.m. and finishing around about 10, you know? And you're stuck in the kitchen, you're cooking away, and the one thing that upsets me is the fact that when you are working a 9 to 5, or JOB, just over broke, as people like to call it, you literally are being controlled. They tell you when you can sleep, when you can rest, when you can open your eyes, when you can work, when you have to work, and you have to come into work, even if you require time off, even if you're ill, so-called ill, or you've had an accident, you still have to come back in. Doctor's notes don't last forever. So like, what's stopping you from actually achieving your true potential, your true inner potential, that you can do so much amazing things, and you literally have been born with everything you need to succeed in life? But obviously, with everything that happens in life, people tend to forget that and start to just go into the like robotic mode of just doing your work, and you're not even sure why you're working. Oh, you're working because you need to pay bills. So you're working, you're basically living to work you're working to live rather than living to work. Which way is it? What would you say in regards to that, huh? Which way would you like it? Because for me, personally speaking, I like to live. I don't love to work to live. You know, working to live is like literally you're doing your 9 to 5 because if you don't do it, you ain't going to get food on the table. You ain't gonna get your children clothed and fed and dressed and ready for school, you know? You ain't gonna even put no clothes on your back. Now, if you actually take into account your passion and what you really love, honestly, if you really take into what you really love and enjoy, like actually enjoy doing what the job, whatever it may be, you may like singing, you know, you may like baking cakes and stuff, but you're not really pursuing it, you're not really reaching your true potential on what you really could be doing. You know, for me, like I said before, and I've mentioned to some people like Stone, who's now watching, respect Stone, I told him to listen to El Nightingale, The Stranger's Secret. Funny enough, it really is The Stranger's Secret. It's so The Stranger's Secret because no one really knows about the fact that he revolutionized personal development and what it is today. And if you want to be the best at your field, the top of your game, you have to, let me repeat this, you have to do the research, do the reading, study, make a habit to actually go out of your way to see who's done it before and what you could do different. Because yes, there's loads of motivational speakers. Yes, there's loads of personal development coaches. Just like there's teachers, doctors, cab drivers. Did you hear about Uber today? Uber has lost its license to actually operate in London. So that's over 40,000 drivers without a job. But if those 40,000 drivers are thinking, oh, I'm out of a job, and they're just desperate for needing Uber to survive, like blaming Uber, placards and stuff going out of their way to like rally and say, you know, they demand that justice is served and they keep their jobs and they were going to fight to survive and stay working with Uber. Did they actually realize that they've already got the license? They could actually set up their own Uber, one that actually abides by the laws and doesn't break any laws and doesn't endanger people's safety. Because when I heard about Uber, I don't like cabs. And when I was living in Kent, cabs is what it is, boy, because there ain't really any buses. And I've had such a bad experience with cabs. Me and my missus, my daughter, you know, we literally got in a cab one time. My daughter was only a couple of months. The cab driver took us the long way around the A2 to get us back to where we needed to be. And did you know what he did? What he basically did, yeah? He decided to have a go, argue and everything, and say how the bill was such and such. And I was like, I don't like people to take the piss. I mean, I'm not rude. I carry myself very well. But at the same time, I had to say to him, look. And as I was saying to him, look, we're not going to pay the fare, but we know the firm. We're very well known with the firm, you know. Like literally, you might as well just say I have like like a business account with them, because I was always using them, especially when I was working as a residential support worker in a boys' home. I literally had to take the cab in because it was literally in country, it was in farm, you know. But I had to find a way to get in there, you know. And that's the thing for me personally, like. I go out of my way, I make sure that I actually get to where I need to be. I do everything I have to. If I ain't got money in my pocket at the time, I'll still walk there. And it was a couple of miles. But the thing is, when I did use the cab, I was like, you know what, we're going to go to this firm. I'll pay your fare, but I'm not paying it to you because I don't like your attitude. Do you know what he did? He almost drove away. He almost drove over my foot for one while my missus was getting out the car. Then he locked the doors. Were like literally, my daughter was just going around the other side to get my daughter out of the car seat, and the guy was about to drive off. We had to literally step in front of the car, hit the car light, and tell him does he realise that my daughter's in the car? You know. Now, for those Uber drivers out there, if you're one of the Uber drivers that are listening to me now, don't you actually think that if you all just teamed up, you could set up your own service? Like, I'm sure there's 40,000 of you, so imagine the skill set that you've got. If you all teamed up. Obviously, it's not realistic that 40,000 people are going to team up, because probably they're not all in the same area, and they're not all going to agree with what each other have to say and what their dreams and aspirations are. But if just a few of you set up together, you could actually set up your own service and call it whatever you like. But it's the truth, you know. Don't be relying on no one. It just shows you that no job is set in stone. If you're working for yourself, then you know that's set. You know that is set. So like, leave your thoughts, leave your comments, like, subscribe, and yeah, like the page and all that. Google me, Andrew J. Jules. Let me know what topics you would like me to cover next, because it's one thing for me that I don't like it when people do overtime, do so much overtime, and they're not actually giving themselves the overtime that they need, you know, like going on holiday, you know, relaxing, taking a spa, going, just spending time, like it could be simple stuff, you know, just taking a bit longer in the shower, having a bath, going on holiday, going and driving a car on a track, you know, and just letting off some steam, doing some boxing, some exercise. There's so much you can actually do. You know, what are you working for? You're really just working to just pay a bill and that's it. And there's nothing more you're going to do in your life. Nah, and that's one thing why I love doing what I do. I enjoy doing what I do. You know, because for the end of the day, God gave me a voice, so I'm going to use my voice. And I clearly know that I'm reaching out to people and I'm getting some really good feedback, so I'm appreciating that all, guys. You know, I've been told basically that, you know, of the voice, like, well, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't have feedback, and if I could talk all day long, right through the week to the next month, you know, and for me, like, yeah, all great, but at the same time, it's all in vain. If my voice ain't getting heard and I've got so much to say and no one wants to listen, then if I clearly know no one wants to listen, then I'm not going to talk. But if people are clearly listening and liking what I'm doing, clicking like, clicking love, and showing me love, you know, and what I'm doing, and and actually making me aware that I'm doing something and I'm making a difference in your life, then I'm happy to do so, you know, and I'll continue to make a habit of great habits and knock out my bad habits one by one. You know, stay positive, productive, and patient, and believe, vision, achieving God. Make a habit. So share, make sure you share, let people know what I'm doing. You know, and get the word out there, because trust me, it's not easy if you don't want it to be easy. And there's some hurdles here and there. You know, I had an opportunity, and maybe that opportunity I could have dealt with it in a better way, but I made sure that I never lost my integrity in regards to the fact that I know what I'm capable of. I know I've got a great skill sets, and I know I can achieve so much more. But if the people at the top that are actually doing personal development and motivational speaking don't want to listen, the thing is, if I see something that doesn't look right, I'm going to say, so I'm just transparent as day. And if I see, so for example, a shop window of a business and I personally know that person, and that person, well, I don't personally know them, but I know someone of them that knows them, I'm going to tell them that the shop display don't look right, you know, and I'm going to let them know and tell them basically. And then it's up to them what they want to do with it. You know, if they want to sort out the shop because it doesn't reflect the business, then they sort out the shop to reflect the business. But if they want to don't take my skill set. Now, there's a scenario where there's a website I've saw, and the lady, or credit due to you, you're great at what you do. I haven't really heard much of what you do. I ain't going to divulge in who you are. That's not me. I'm a professional like that. But at the same time, I wanted to support. I was offering my services. I had a proposition for you basically in regards to web design. And I can do web design. I could have clearly made that website represent the brand and represent the person that's actually behind the brand. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're interested in me working with you for whatever reason. And you know what? People at the top don't really like people at the bottom. Not all people at the top like people at the bottom to climb up that ladder and, you know, and share that platform with them. So it is what it is, you know. I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing, you know. If you don't know who I am, I'm Andrew J. Jules. Google me. And the reason why I say Andrew J. Jules is because I discovered that there's actually another Andrew Jules, you know, with the same name. So I just thought, you know, break it down. You know, Andrew J. Jules, Andrew Jermaine Jules, but Andrew J. Jules is simple and not so long, you know, and that's what it is. So continue to make a habit out of your great habits and look at your bad habits. Like I always stay positive, productive, and patient, and believe, vision, achieve, and God. Make a habit. All right. Share this video. Share it everywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just share it. Share the link. It doesn't take too much to share, you know, get my voice out there. And if you've got a topic that you want me to cover, I will cover it. You know, I've not taken down the comments that you've said and just left it in vain. I'm going to do what I need to do for you to like spread the love and actually talk on the subjects that you want me to talk about. I am so transparent and I will definitely cover it. You got my word on that one. All right, guys, I'm going to go now. All right, I'm going to say have a safe evening. Stay blessed, you know, and the next subject I may cover is driving, road rage and all of that. I did do a video and it didn't go live, unfortunately, and I did all sound effects on the motorbike and that because I'm crazy like that. But much love to you all, you know. I love doing what I do, and maybe you never know, I might come back online later. All right, peace.